Before we begin today's story, take a moment to subscribe. We share the stories of the quiet fighters, the mothers, the sons, and the families who hold each other up when the world leans too hard. If you've ever felt the weight of someone you love resting on your shoulders, you're in the right place. Let's walk through the winter chill together. The cold that night was unforgiving. It was one of those deep winter chills that crept under the skin and settled into the very walls of the house. In the kitchen, I stirred a pot of soup, watching the steam fog the window. My name is Clara. I am 44. And for most of my life, I've been a single mother. It's a title I never planned for, but one I've lived with strength. My son, Ethan, now 22, has always been my steady ground. But that night felt off. When Ethan came home, his steps were heavy, his face etched with a deep, bone-weary exhaustion. Wash. Balancing late shifts at the bookstore with demanding night classes, chasing a literature degree with everything he had, I could see the cost. "Mom," he said, his voice rough, "I don't feel right." My heart tightened. I told him to lie down, and I followed him with our thickest quilt. As I tucked it around him, it felt like stepping back in time, me caring for him trusting me to fix what hurt. But a heater can be fixed. A soul burning out is much harder to mend. Then the doorbell rang, slicing through the stillness. It was our neighbor, Tom, standing in the snow with a flashlight. "Saw your lights on. Ahí, kindle. Figured I'd check the heater." Relief came easily. It felt good to deal with something normal. While Tom worked, chatting about the neighborhood, my thoughts stayed in the other room. Suddenly, Ethan appeared in the hallway, leaning against the wall, his expression guarded. The air turned tense. It was that fragile moment where an adult son feels the weight of being seen in his weakness. Tom sensed it, too. His smile faltered as he finished the job and headed back into the cold. When the door closed, the silence was heavier than before. "Mom, don't worry about me." Ethan finally spoke. "I'll figure things out. I just need a little time." I rested my hand on his arm. "I know you will," I said gently. "But you don't have to do it alone. We've always handled things together." He nodded, resting his head against my shoulder just for a second, the way he used to when he was small. My chest ached with a mixture of love and fear. The night wasn't easy, and the cold was still there, but as the heater hummed back to life, we found something more important than warmth. We found hope. Hope